Good morning, good afternoon. If you're joining us from the East Coast, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to join us for our webinar today. Really excited about the topic we're going to be covering here today. We'll wait another minute or so before we get started, and we'll be right back with you. Wonderful. Thank you once again for taking the time out of your day to join us. We have a really exciting webinar for you today. We're going to be talking about how to uncover marketing ROI within your Jane menu. Very important if you're a marketer, very important also if you're a business owner, a GM of a dispensary, a delivery service. In reality, if you are marketing, this is important to you, right? And so we're going to kick it off today, and hold your questions towards the end. We do have a couple slides here where we'll be covering as well some of our getting started with Zoom momentarily. But today's webinar, we're really going to focus on how to get the most sales by establishing revenue attribution, something that's really near and dear to us here at Foot Traffic. And so once again, very excited to be sharing this with you. For our agenda, today we're going to be covering why you should implement revenue attribution, how to connect Google Analytics and iHeartJane, the highest ROI channels we've seen for dispensary so far. My name is Eduardo Silva. I'm the VP of Sales here at Foot Traffic, and I'm really excited to be sharing this information with you today. I always like to start with a little trivia question here. Can you guess which beach this is? And if you do, let's check your capabilities here of using the Zoom interface by sending us a chat. Once again, name is Eduardo Silva here. Really happy to have everyone on the line with us, and really excited about this topic. A little bit about us. Foot Traffic is a digital marketing agency. We've been in business for over 5 years now, exclusively focused in the dispensary, delivery services, and medicinal businesses within North America, and really excited to be helping advance our industry forward. A couple housekeeping items before we get started. If you do have your cell phones on you, please do either put them facing down on your desk or mute them. We are going to be covering a lot of information in a very short window of time, so it does help to retain focus. And then familiarize yourself with the Zoom interface if you haven't become a master at Zoom yet. If you navigate to the top of your screen, there is a drop-down menu there for Zoom. And within that interface, you're going to see a Q&A. We do have moderators with us today that will be addressing questions throughout the webinar, anything you have in terms of questions relating to the content as we're moving fairly quickly. They will be happy to answer those on the fly. We do have a Q&A section as well towards the end of our webinar if you would like to hold those questions till the end. However, once again, do familiarize yourself with the interface. And then we do have a special offer as well, so do stick around to the end. And once again, thank you so much for your time. So let's jump right in. So in reality, Jane has proven to be one of the industry's most popular e-commerce solutions. And with a menu that you can embed on your website and a database of products and images, dispensaries have found Jane to be user-friendly, and so have their customers. With sortable categories and the ability to pay online with CanPay, many customers enjoy using the platform despite the need to create a login. There are plenty of features that have made this e-commerce menu solution popular. However, we found that one feature tends to be underutilized, and that's Jane Analytics. Jane Analytics allows dispensary owners to see how many visitors their menu is getting, how many transactions they've had, the average transaction total, and the units per transaction. Now, if you caught one of our webinars before, you know that revenue attribution is really, really important to us. We think that our clients deserve to know how their marketing campaigns are leading to sales. We've always found ourselves looking for better ways to deliver this information, and until recently, we were unable to offer a comprehensive view of the analysis of what would, what we would like for Jane users, because we wanted more information than the Jane Analytics platform could actually provide. Thankfully, after lots of hard work from our team, as well as some of the members of the Jane team, we've created a way to provide dispensaries on Jane with the reporting they need to make informed digital marketing investments. So why did we invest in doing this? Let's talk about the value of revenue attribution. Then we'll jump into what you need to get in order to get more from your Jane menu, okay? So after spending big bucks on an advertising campaign, you generally want to see the positive results of your efforts, right? However, according to a HubSpot research, 43% of marketing teams say that proving ROI is the biggest challenge they face. That means that they can't measure the success of their marketing, or they don't know how to. And this is kind of crazy to me when you think about it, because dispensaries are putting so many thousands of dollars into different marketing channels, and most don't even know what's actually working and what isn't. So now imagine being able to see how many sales your last Google Ads campaign led to, or pinpointing the revenue from organic search results. When you have the right pieces in place, you don't have to play guessing games with your marketing budget. You can make decisions based on measurable results. All you need is the right tools and a hardworking team that measures all of this transparent and data and implement it correctly for you. As digital marketers, we want to get the most out of our clients' budget. We want to show that everything we are doing is providing a benefit to our clients and that we are generating sales for them. Otherwise, why would they even hire us in the first place? So revenue attribution is all about drawing the line between your marketing and your sales. It's a useful tool for determining what's working and what isn't. It allows you to make better decisions about how to allocate your marketing budget. And again, most marketers aren't doing this. By failing to gather revenue attribution, you could be wasting thousands of dollars on marketing that isn't getting you any sales, and you won't even know it. In our current economy, that's a big mistake that most cannot afford to make. So let's talk a little bit about, what kind of information you'll be able to see with revenue attribution. This is a great case study here, right? Return on ad spend. We're going to take a look at an MSO of ours, an MSO, one of our clients that we work with out of Illinois. We launched 10 Google Ad campaigns for their 10 medicinal dispensary locations in the month of July. The goal was to drive online sales to their Jane e-commerce menu. Over the month of July, we invested a total of $6,386 in Google Ad spend across 10 locations and generated a confirmed $187,000 in revenue through their Jane e-commerce. This is a return on advertisement spent of $29.41. Keep in mind that it is only for 1 month. The annual numbers far exceed $1 million in generated revenue for these campaigns. Now let's talk about what you need to get started. With marketing budgets being slashed across the board, revenue attribution is even more important now than ever. And thankfully, we've come up with a way to help our clients access more data by combining Jane Analytics and Google Analytics. You will need to have access to your Jane Analytics dashboard, which you can get from retail.janeanalytics.com. We'll also post this in the chat window here for you. So once again, access your Jane Analytics dashboard, retail.janeanalytics.com, as well as have Google Analytics installed and set up on your website. You will also want to enable and set up event tracking with your Jane menu to send transaction data to Google Analytics. Sending transaction event data to Google Analytics lets you monitor how many new and returning customers are visiting your site, how they're finding your site, how many are purchasing from you, and how much they're spending on your site. These metrics are vital for determining which marketing channels yield the highest ROI. Did they engage with your Google ad and then click through your special landing page? Did they see your ad on ESPN's website? Did they search for your dispensary near them, right, and found your site through Google? All of this information helps you determine how you're getting your sales, and that's why it's so important. While it would be great to have everything set up right from the get-go, our industry, as everyone knows, is still maturing, and there's a learning curve. Not every menu company out there has this incorporated directly into their platform. And even though this is a standard outside of our industry, it is still one of the areas that we still need to strengthen on as an industry. We still need to get creative, a little bit more creative, and get the menus to provide us with the information that we want. So let's talk about how this works. Now, it may be a little easier said than done, but if I want, if I'm going to be upfront about this, we've seen numerous Google Analytics installs that weren't set up properly. So those dispensaries weren't getting the right information from the get-go, and in some cases weren't getting any information because the install wasn't correct. So to make sure that this is done correctly, you will want to, someone with the experience to do it for you. You will also need to install Google Tag Manager. Once you have your menu embedded code installed on your website, you will need to install your custom analytics script on your menu. We'll be providing the link here in our chat window as well. This will send the information about what's happening on the page to your Google Analytics account. If you don't do this right, you won't get the information you want. Now, here's the confusing part. As part of this process, you will need to create tags for the events you want to track. Otherwise, you won't get a full picture of what's happening on your menu. This is a workaround to help Jane Analytics and Google Analytics better connect to one another so that you can get the valuable data that will help you determine the effectiveness of your marketing efforts. If you don't set this up, you won't know about the organic or direct traffic going to your website. Jane Analytics doesn't provide this info, and you will actually have to install this as a custom script to your Google Analytics in order to get it. So what do these tags look like? These tags will represent the additional transaction data you want to track, like a cart value, items added to the cart, total order value from the traffic sources I just mentioned. You will also want to set up tags for products and categories. Once that's set up, you will be able to pull more information into your Google Analytics. Once again, the link here for this specific script is in the chat window, so please do feel free to navigate there after the webinar or copy it now. So once you have this script properly set up, you want to get a full picture of your transactions and online traffic. And to do so, you will need to download the transactions you've tracked from both Google Analytics and Jane Analytics. Once you have your spreadsheet, you will need to use the VLOOKUP Excel formula to find the transaction IDs and then combine the two data sets based on the transaction IDs. This will give you the source and medium information for every transaction. So what does this mean? Well, let's say you created a Google Ads campaign. You will have your tag manager set to identify visitors using the UTM code from your Google Ads campaign, allowing you to see how many sales you received as a result of that Google Ads campaign. The source in this example would be Google Ads, and the medium would be the PPC. We can also do this for geo ads, SEO, and even direct mailer campaigns to see how many transactions these different marketing channels lead to. Once you have this set up properly, you can track total sales, total transaction, average cart size, products per cart, new customers, and even much more. So another case study here. So for this case study, we'll look at another MSO we work with out of Massachusetts. We launched 5 Google Ad campaigns for one location from April to June of 2020. The goal was to drive online sales to their e-commerce menu, and over 3 months, we invested a total of $3,976 in Google Ads and generated a confirmed $172,000 in revenue. This is a return on ad spend of $43, okay, for every dollar spent. Really impressive, and this is what we're in hopes here educating you in doing for yourself, right? And if you do need help, once again, this is why Foot Traffic is here. We can help you. So once you have revenue attribution set up, you will be able to see a variety of data, including which marketing channels are the most effective for you. Having set this up for most of our clients, we've noticed that 3 strategies account for many of our customer sales. We're going to dive into these now. So the first being Google Ads, which is a pay-per-click advertising platform hosted on the world's most popular search engine. When executed right, you can get your dispensary ads above all other search results. And if you don't already know, Google actually makes up 93% of internet searches across North America, which makes this a very valuable tool for your dispensary. It's the most used search tool in the world and the one that most of your customers are actually using as well. If you have your ad set up correctly, you can start appealing to potential customers who are looking for a dispensary near them and send them directly to your menu to make a purchase. Part of the reason why Google Ads is such a high ROI tool is that you are advertising to people who are already interested in your service. And in addition to that, we here at Foot Traffic, stay tuned. We will be announcing more information on this. We're launching artificial intelligence surrounding our Google Ads campaign platform in order to further enhance ROI for our clients. We will be sharing more information on this starting next week. Geo-advertising is the use of display ads on mobile devices within a certain geographical area. Geo-ads allows you to connect with new customers right where they are. With the record increase in internet use because of COVID, online display ads can help keep your deals front and center. We have a network of compliant, cannabis-friendly sites and apps that allow you to share your display ads and drive sales. You can use geo ads to advertise directly to the people within your delivery area or near your dispensary. We can create the ads for you in a way that is compliant within your state or province. And for example, display ads in California must include a dispensary license number. That's just one example. In Canada, you are not allowed to display any discounts or percentages. So keep that in mind. Online display ads help you keep your dispensary front and center, as I mentioned, right? But in addition to that, once they enter one of the perimeters, the geographical perimeters you're created for your ad network, they will actually see your ad, and it's like a mobile billboard, right, within your network. Again, one of the biggest problems facing dispensaries is the lack of compliant ways to advertise. And our GeoAd services not only addresses this concern, but we actually make the process a lot easier. Search engine optimization, or SEO, stands for one of the biggest revenue drivers for all of our customers. which is the practice that increase the quality and quantity of traffic to your website through organic search engine results. This is unpaid traffic that comes from Google. When customers want to find a dispensary near them, they turn to search, and Google in particular. And if you want to show up in those search results, then it's crucial that you have a robust SEO strategy and a team to implement it. Otherwise, searches will go right to your competition. Search engine optimization shows that your page is also very relevant to the keywords that your clients are searching for. And in our business, this may be Boulder Dispensary, Detroit Provisioning Center, or San Francisco Marijuana Delivery. When you have a good SEO strategy, two things will happen. One, you will show up higher in the search results, and two, you will get more organic traffic. When you rank higher in Google, it helps you create a brand trust and authority within your customer base. It shows searchers that your site is relevant and that it may be actually useful to them. They automatically equate high rankings with quality. And in fact, the top 3 search results tend to get 75% of all of the organic traffic. The lower you are in the search results, the less traffic you will get. And combining SEO with Google Ads will ensure that you're always appearing on the top of the search criteria. Organic traffic is one of the most dependable sources of traffic and revenue for many businesses. And that's because it's not just any web traffic. And thanks to the optimization portion that Google implements, it will be relevant and high quality. These are people who are already looking for you. They're already interested in what you have to sell. And our SEO clients see an incredible ROI on their investment. In fact, many of them in the best performing markets and channels are nearly 70% of their entire e-commerce revenue, which is returns as high of $93 for every dollar spent. If you aren't tracking your marketing effectiveness, what are you waiting for? When you have this information, you can practically print money. You will be able to invest in the most effective marketing channels and methods to ensure your store is front and center in generating revenue. So take the guesswork out of marketing and start relying on proof, on data. When you have combined foot traffic's marketing services with a Jane menu, you will know exactly what's going on with your marketing efforts. No more wasted budgets, just excellent digital marketing strategies driving orders to your menu. So to get you started, if you haven't already, right, we're going to be offering a deal for first-time customers. Get a month of free Google Ads management, no service fee from our business. We will manage that for you with no fees, right, for the first month. We're sure you're going to see the value in it. And once you keep running these high ROI ads, so that's why we're willing to invest in you. And this deal is going to expire on the 20th. So let us get you signed up quickly. You can schedule a call and learn more about the services as well and how you can get more from your sales by scheduling a call with us at foottraffic.me/call, and we'll put that over here in the chat. So we're going to open up now for questions from our attendees. And if you have questions, feel free to enter them here in the Q&A section. Great first question. How long does it take to set this whole process up? Well, I'm going to tell you the first time it's going to be a little painful, but once you get one setup done, the following ones will be very much a breeze. So in this sense, we can say that it could take you a couple days at most. If you run into any complications, you can see perhaps even up to a week. But I would say task yourself with 24 to 48 hours, and we should be able to actually get that set up for you, no problem. Can we actually set that up for you? Absolutely, we do have a development team that can help you get that set up. So take the guess game and the pain and suffering there that you may experience by trying to do this on your own. Happy to do it for you and get the set up. Great question so far. What kind of events can you track? So this is very important, right? So we can track a variety of different traffic sources, including Google ad campaigns, geo ads, SMS, mailers, and much, much more. So really, if you're running digital marketing and if you are digitizing any traditional marketing strategies like the one that I just mentioned, a mailer, right? With mailer, we create QR codes. We can create all sorts of digitizations. We can track transaction value. And so we can focus on what's most important, right, and help you through that process. Any other questions? Well, wonderful. Well, I want to take a moment to thank you for your time today. Thank you for sticking around. And for doing so, you've qualified for a free Yeti tumbler. So do connect with us. Once again, foottraffic.me/call. Let's schedule a call and get you set up. And quickly get your shipping information and get that sent out to you. Once again, thank you for your time. I hope you found this webinar very valuable. We look forward to an opportunity to speaking with you. Have a wonderful rest of your day.